Hello, in today's video I'm going to show you how to do another type of a skid. I don't remember if I told you in the last video or not, but I do have all these drawings up on Google Drive now, and so if you have a Gmail or YouTube or any kind of Google sign-in, I can send you a link to the Google Drive folder, and so when you go in, and I'm fine with you emailing them because it's just a matter of hitting a download all attachments button, and they all go into my downloads, and I can easily pull them out of like a zip folder. But if you want to upload them directly, you can do that too. It doesn't matter to me, but that's where I'm ultimately putting them anyways whenever you send them to me. So you can upload them, you can download them without having to have that Google Drive sign-in, the Google sign-in, but you can't upload. So I've got them stored on Google Drive. When you go into Google Drive, if you do end up going that route, you basically will see on your screen this, and you can go into the different folders. But that is entirely up to you. I have no preference either way. Okay, so what we're going to be working on today is a new type, and it's going to be this DWH-HDSKID, and then we're also going to be doing the same exact identical procedure on SWH-HDSKID. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to start in your DWH-leg folder, and you're going to take let's see, we're doing the HD, so those cover these sizes right here. So it's 1500, 2000, 2000 with a man weight, 2500, 2500 with a man weight, 3000, 3000 with a man weight. So in your DWH leg folder and your SWH leg folder, you'll want to copy and paste those files out of the DWH leg into, or SWH leg into DWH and SWH HDSKID, and I'm going to do that just for demonstration purposes. But for the video, I'm just going to start on 2,000 gallon because that's the one that I sort of wrote up some dimensions on before I did this video. And so you're going to have them all in there, but I'll just put that one in there for me to work on for the video. And for me, I'm going to just put here, okay, so you'll rename them all. You'll go, and once you've copied and pasted, you're going to rename them all. You're going to delete the dash leg when you get them into the HDSKID folder. And for DWH and SWH, you're going to delete the dash leg and put dash HDSKID. Okay? And you'll do that for every one of them. And for me, for my purposes only, just so I don't get a video tutorial confused with an actual file like I've done in the past. I caught myself doing that the other night. I'm just going to name mine tutorial. So, we got this open, and we're going to go ahead and first just begin with labeling. And I'm going to just, where this says on supports, I'm going to rename this to on heavy 4-inch I-beam skids. And see here, we don't have quite enough space for that. So I highlight all this text. I'm holding down the shift and I'm just clicking it all. And I'm going to go up here to the font size. So I'm going to see what happens if we make that a 2. That's still too big. I'm going to make it a 1.95. Alright. So it just hangs off the end. I'm just going to take it. See the T down there? The letter T, how it's green when I've still got the alignment the same. Just, you know, try to keep your alignment the same. Now look at the O in double up there. See how it turns green when I've got the alignment still the same? And just pull that over to where it looks like it's like that box is centered within that box. And that'll be fine. Okay, so that's all we have to do there. Give it a quick save here. Alright, the next thing, I just kind of like to start at the bottom and work my way to the left. Where this says on 6-inch high tank supports 2 on each end. Alright, let's change this to, we're going to go to edit tool on 6-inch high tank supports. And I'm just going to put here on with heavy 4-inch I-beam skids. Okay, got that. And wherever you update it, in whichever file you're working, just you kind of keep it in the same place. We will need a little more space because those skids sit right under this, so we will need a little more space. And the next thing, just like when you done the LD skids, we're just gonna draw a little box at the base and delete what dimensions that we've already made, because we won't need to know those anymore. Any invisible lines, because you do have invisible lines for the leg spacing, find and remove those. And I think that was fine where it was at. I'm just going to leave that there. Okay, over here we might have an invisible line. Yes, we did. So we're going to delete that, clean it up a little bit. Now, I'm going to show you what we're going to be drawing, and because I like to show you a picture of what you're doing, and I think that it just helps a lot to see what we're doing. Okay. At the same time, I'm pulling up a few little notes here on my phone that I made on a sketch about 5 days ago when I should have been doing this, and I didn't get around to it with all that I've had going on. Let's see. First off, before I show you what we're drawing, I'm just going to review everything here, and I'm going to make sure we don't have to change nothing else. Everything else looks good. Okay. Alright, let's go over here now. I'm going to show you. To get to what we're drawing, if you want to see it, you'll go to our website, which is up here. You can see it up there. You might know it by now. And then you want to go to tank types, and you want to go down to waste oil tanks, because we did use this style on a waste oil tank that we made before, and I've got it published on the web. Now, of course, the picture got a little cropped out right here because on the web building WordPress, they only lay so big of a picture. But I want you to ignore these tubes right here when you're looking at this. Just pretend that these tubes are not here. That's actually what fork pockets slide through. Some customers buy that as an added option. So I just want you to pretend that those are not here. These runners is what we're making. Now, this right here is not attached to the runners. I'm going to see if I can zoom in here a little bit to show you. And I can't really zoom in, but if you look at that close, this is actually a separate piece. And so what we do is we take the basic tank like you're drawing, and we add things to it to customize it for what the person wants. So this person buy a tank just like this with those leg supports and runners underneath them, skids. And then they take and they tell us what else to put on it. And they said, we're going to be using this for waste oil. We want emergency vents in it. And we want to also have a funnel for pouring oil from a 5-gallon bucket in there. And we want to have a step. See my mouse cursor? This is just a step for them to step up on and pour that oil into that funnel with a 5-gallon bucket, and they don't spill a bunch of oil everywhere. So that piece is not attached. That was a long story to tell you why. Oh, and they said we want to be able to pick it up easily with a forklift. So exclude those 3 pieces from your mind because they're not part of what you're going to be drawing, and these runners here is what you're going to be drawing. Okay, and so look how this is made. What we do is we take a beam and we take it and we make it taper up and we put a bar across it, okay? And this is actually what the beam looks like, something like this when we buy it. And so we buy that in like a 20-foot piece, and we saw it to the length that we need for the tank, or we cut it and saw it and we taper it and put it on there. And so I'll be popping back and forth to this because this is going to show me some specifications that I need to show you how to draw these. Now, when you draw these, and that's how to get to your picture. And you don't need to see this, just remember it's a piece of metal shaped like an eye. And so if you look at it facing the rear, it actually looks like an eye shape. So you know how to get to that picture if you need to see it. Okay, so here's what to remember. Just like on the LD skid, what is from this leg forward is going to be the same. What is from this leg that direction is going to be the exact same. So it's like we start about right here, and it's going to be the same dimensions up to that leg. And we taper and come back. That's all the same dimensions. But when your tank size changes, what's in between is what's going to be different. Okay, and then all of these tanks that you're drawing on are 64-inch diameter. So this right here, you've only got to draw it once, and you may just copy paste it on to the other drawings. If that works for you, that's fine to do. You can just highlight, boom, delete, copy, paste. The only thing is, you've got to make sure that your scale down here is the same, because if you try to copy paste one of these into a different scale, and while I'm doing this, I'm going to pause the video and I'm just going to check and tell you that the scale's the same or different. So I'll just go ahead and let you know. Hold on, I'm going to hit pause. Okay, yeah, check that out, and yeah, it looks like all those scales are the same. So you can just copy paste the sim view into the others once you draw it. And I gotta close some of these others out. I had to go to window cascade. I closed these out because I was checking them. And oh, you know what, look, I found an error. I opened this file up. It's called 2000 leg memory, and I don't know why, but oh no, that's not an error. We're good. That's fine. I thought I caught you in something. I'm always looking with scrutiny, but you're a perfect drawer. It's hard to find anything that you done wrong, and I look pretty hard too, so that should make you feel good. Okay, now let's see. What do we need to do here? Okay, let's get into this. And so for labeling, we've done those two areas right there. We've relabeled them, and we're going to start. I'm going to go ahead and start with the right side of this side view. And so we're going to go ahead and draw the right side of this side view. I lost that darn picture. I got to pull it back up again. Okay, here it is. Let me get to the back of this. Oh, here it is. Okay. We got some given information here that we know, that we found out from Mr. Shop Foreman. This on these tanks, and of course that's cropped off. Mr. Patel that done these for me at Fiverr, he may have cropped that. I don't know, WordPress may have done it, but it looks kind of botched up when you look at it close there. But from the backmost point of that tank out to here is 14 inches. So there's some given information for us. And for this particular I-beam, the legs are actually, they sit right down on top of that beam and they just get welded to it. So we're not drawing anything over the leg this time. This will be a little bit easier. So we're going to do a rectangle. I don't color my temporary lines. I'm too lazy to switch back and forth colors. But you can color this, and if you want to, it's a temporary. And so we're gonna go. Yeah, we're just gonna connect it from the corner of the leg up to there, and that's all we're gonna do. Now, Mr. Foreman told me this is supposed to be 14 inches to the back of that, but I'm just wondering here, because I'm looking at this and it don't look right to me. Let me just see. Oh, it's only 10.5 inches. I believe he meant to that pipe is what he meant when he told me that. So discard that. I'm gonna jump around a little bit because I ain't never drawn this before. Overlook me. Alright. So you want to connect this rectangle to this pipe. So when you see you want to connect it to the straight part of the pipe, not the curved part. So get over here, go up as far as you can go, or as far as you want to go, and that little diamond will appear, and you can just click and start then. And we're going to connect that square to the bottom right corner of the leg. And now we want to draw a single line. If it ever bothers you that I don't connect my temporary lines, just let me know. Or that I don't color my temporary lines before I start connecting them. Let me know and I'll start coloring them. I'm just too lazy to. Okay, so that's 14 inches. So we're just a hair away from that leg. And what I'm going to do, just to make this real easy on myself, since I am too lazy to color my lines, I'm going to delete that rectangle already. So I got this temporary line right here, and it's just barely away from that skid, where that skid's going to start. And now over here now, we want to pop over to the left leg. You put your right leg in, pull your left leg out. That picture keeps closing. I don't know why I'm so... keep having to open it. My phone keeps locking up. Okay. Another given information here. Now we need to do a rectangle. Get it, mark it. When I get in the mood to sing, I want to sing all the songs. Left foot in, right foot out, and then I want to sing, get it, mark it. Okay. Now take you draw a single line, and our given information is up to where this bend is right here. Over to the end of the tank. From the end of the tank to where that bend is, and of course none of our pictures are straight sideways. We got 1 inch. So we're gonna go over here back to our drawing, and we're gonna go 1 inch out with a 180-degree angle line, 1 inch. And I'm gonna no, I'm not gonna take that rectangle out right now. I'm gonna leave that alone. I may actually not be lazy and color it. Maybe I'll just color my stuff now. I don't like coloring while I'm in the process of drawing, because then all my lines get stuck on like blue, and then they're never black again, and it's just so hard to go back and change. Okay. Now we've got to look at some given information about the beam, because the first thing we're going to do is draw this straight piece. Then we'll get the taper in a minute. So we're going to draw the straight piece, and actually that is 1 inch. We'll fix that in a minute. That's fine. Okay. I think what I want to do is, it's going to be about let's see here. Hang on. I'm thinking here. I want to make sure I get this right the first time. So what I want to do is go, okay. I'm going to draw me another temporary line here. Hold on. Okay. It's actually 4 inches high. Some of these beams you buy, if they say it's 4-inch I-beam, it ain't necessarily 4 inches high. Do another temporary, I'm going to do a temporary rectangle, and I'm going to just go back a little ways. I'll go 4 inches on my height. Wait a minute, that's 4. I had my nails done the other day, and they're a little long, and boy, it's hard to type. Okay. So I'm going to try to go ahead and duplicate this bend right here before I do anything else. And what I mean by bend, it's going to be this corner right here. So this corner, the top of it goes back toward the tank, and the bottom of it is actually 1 inch out from the tank. So I'm just going to draw me a little angled line that we're going to use on a temporary basis to duplicate that right there. I may actually want, you know what I needed to have done? Let me get rid of that. What I needed to have done is draw this, no. Let's put that back. Sorry, I'm jumping around. I'm crazy tonight. This is the first time I've ever drawn this, and so I'll tell you, it messes with me where that picture is backwards too. It's like, okay, the top is towards the tank and the bottom's out away from the tank. The bottom, top, bottom, top. Okay. Okay. I know what I'm doing now. Alright. So we're going to draw a diagonal line And we're going to local snap. And we're going to say nearest on the graphic. And we're not going to click nowhere right now. We're just going to do a little slow roll. Slow roll. I'm going to zoom out and make sure what I'm doing. Let me check something else here. Okay. You want to make sure that I was doing this right. So that's like a 70-degree angle. And now you can look down there in the lower left and see where it says length and angle. We can't get quite on 70, but if we zoom way in, as I'm moving to the right, the angle's getting littler. Now I'm on 70 and I just let my mouse go. I just let it go. And I click. Now let's see if that actually did a full connection. And it sure did. It connected right up. If you get to the point where it don't connect, you might be able to grab it and snap it. Nope, you're not going to be able to. So just keep trying until you get it to connect. That's all I know. Okay. Let's get rid of this temporary polyline now. Alright. So now I hope this is going to look right. I'm looking at this and it's just jacked me all up where this picture's backwards. I'm gonna take a picture of this with my phone. I should have paused the video again until I figured it out. I draw stuff backwards all the time. Looking at something backwards and I draw it and it gives me an absolute headache. I'm taking a picture of that with my iPhone and I'm going down to those three little lines that you use for cropping and somehow or another you can flip this thing around in your iPhone. I'm going to pause the video till I find it because I don't want to tie you up all night watching me. Hold on. Okay, I was doing it right. I don't have any confidence in myself sometimes, and sometimes I just automatically assume I'm doing everything wrong when I'm not. So what we need to do now is, now that we've got that bend made, we can delete this one. And we're going to come over here and this is a temporary here. Alright, we're going to start, we're going to draw, let's look back at the beam now. How are we going to make this beam? Okay, oh yeah, this is easy. Alright, so our thickness, they're saying letter C. Alright, our height. Oh, here we go. Okay. So 2.66. No. I gotta pull up in my metal book. Hang on. Because I gotta make sure I get this right on the I'm looking for the top part. I know these videos takes forever. I feel like, you know those guys when they make like YouTube video and they get on there and they tell their whole life history and their whole life story and they're like, the reason why I'm making this video blah 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 is, that's how I feel right now. Okay, flange thickness. That's what I was looking for. That's 0.26. And your flange thickness is, what that is the thickness of this part. The little up and down part right there, the side of the top of the eye, that is 0.26 thick. And that's what we have to know to draw this to scale. Okay, get back over here. We're going to do a permanent rectangle. Draw a rectangle. And this is going to start at the end of that temporary line. And we're going to come over and note, let's see. Note your size A there is 134.55. When you get that diamond there at that angled line, go down to size A, tab to size A, leave that alone, tab to size B. I had a problem though, it's wanting to go upwards. So we got to make a note of that size A, which in this drawing is 134.55. Okay? So we got to make a note of that size A. And we knew when we saw it connect right there, even though that it didn't make any height, that it was 134.55. Now pull it down some, and it don't matter where you go. It don't matter where you go with it. But pull it, I'm trying to get it to where you can see what we're doing. Pull it down some, and maybe you can even go over, I don't care. Tab down to size A, 134.55, size B, 0.26. Now, see how we've got that little line right there? That's the little bitty top of the eye. If you're looking at the side of a big old letter I, that's the top part. Alright, now down here, the top's connecting to that angled piece, but the bottom's not. And so we want to explode that rectangle. Take this left side out. And let's see if we can pull this on over and snap it. Now it won't snap. These are hard to snap. So you're probably just going to have to pull it as far as you can go and zoom in. Pull a little further, zoom in. A little further, zoom in. I'm going to try another trick. Pull it out from it. Let's see if this works. This is something to experiment with anyways. I'm going to try another trick. See? I'm going to pull it way out. I'm going to pull it way out away. Now let's see if we can try this trick and see if this will work. I'll show you a new tool. Go to Modify and go to I've done this before. Trim. Go to Trim. Okay. Click this line right here. And see if you can click let's see. What's this say? No, we don't want to do it. Alright, well, we struck out on that. We'll just have to zoom in and out on that and get it. I wanted to show you a new tool, but we'll use that trim later. Okay, no, I know what we need to do. This is going to be so easy. Instead of zooming in and try to make that connect, I was using the wrong tool. It's not modify and trim, it's modify and split. But first, what you got to do is you got to draw, like, where is it going to be splitting? So you go to local snap. Wait a minute, you go draw. You're going to draw a temporary line. You're going to right click, local snap, intersection, and you're going to get an intersection right here at the bottom of that angle and beside of that line that you drew way out. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to do a line any old length straight up. And so if you zoom in, you've got 3 lines perfectly connected here. Actually, it's one long line, that angled line that we drawed, and a temporary straight line up. Now this is a neat trick. Watch this. Less famous words of a redneck. Watch this. Go to Modify, Split. We're going to split this line. And so you want to select your line. Now you got this little thing moving left and right. See how it snaps right into that corner and makes that diamond behind my mouse cursor? Click it. Now go to your mouse pointer. Delete that. Delete that. Look at this, how perfect. Watch this. You got a full connection and you didn't have to zoom in and out and everything to make that happen. You got a full connection right there. So that's perfect. That's the perfect way to do that. Now, the next thing you want to do is, we got to do the same thing. Let's see. No, not yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right. Now we got to do this up and down part in the middle here. We know that we're 0.26 up here, and we know that we're 0.26 down here, and our overall height, A, is 4 inches, which I knew that because it's a 4-inch I-beam. So we got to go 4 minus 0.26 minus 0.26 equals 3.48. Now we're going to do the middle part. Okay, so we draw a rectangle. Remember I told you when you first started that I haven't been using this software long either. And so I want to right click and make sure that I'm not still on any local snaps, and I'm not. So that's why I jump around so much in these videos, because we're learning at the same time. And so our height is 3.48. I'm going to tab 3.48. And that's got it. Okay. Now, I might split that angle line in just a minute. I probably should have done that at a different angle. Uh-oh. I didn't. I thought that was a 70-degree angle. And it is not. Okay. Yeah, it is. Okay. It's gotta go right there. It just didn't snap correctly. The length is... what have I done here? Oh, I know what's got me all messed up. Skipped an important step here. I've got to go this direction. No, wait a minute. How do we get 3.48 out of this? So we're going to go... I'm trying it again because it's done it wrong. 3.48. Yeah, you just snap it down there, but we got to be shorter in height. 3.48. Well, it ain't gonna matter where it snaps anyway, because we're deleting that part. We're gonna split that rectangle in just a minute. Okay. In fact, we can go ahead and split it now. Alright, so we're gonna go to modify, and we're going to go to split. We're going to split this rectangle. We're going to split it in this intersection. And, okay, we're going to go modify, split, and we're going to select this side. I don't know what I've done here. Oh, wait a minute. Probably gonna need a little line here for this. Local snap, intersection, put a line there. Any old length, modify, split, put the diamond right there at that little corner, and hit the mouse pointer. And nothing ever works out the way I want it to. Okay, that's gone. Good. Alright, this line didn't do too good of a job at split. Maybe we needed a little temporary up and down line over here. Alright, let's do that. Local snap, intersection, little line there. I don't care what length. Modify, split. We're splitting this line and we're splitting it there, right at that X in the middle. Delete the sloppy line, delete that. Now we got our top web there. Now we gotta do this bottom. So this top was 0.26. Yep. Okay. Let's just do a line straight down. We don't have to do a rectangle. It might be easier to do a line straight down. 0.26, 270. It's a teeny tiny little line. Snap into it. And 136 is our length. 180 degree angle. That's already perfect. We don't have to put that in. Now we've got part of this beam drawn. We've done good tonight. We both learned something here. Let's delete that blue line and let's get it done. Get it, mark it, get it done. Okay. Get it done at the get it market. Alright, delete that. I don't think I need that no more. I might undo it till I look. I might need it again. I'm gonna leave it there for a second. I gotta look at this little sketch that I got here. I should send a sketch home with you and let you teach me, because you catch on faster than I do, and you could make me a video and tell me how to do it, because you're getting good at this. I told the foreman the other day, you're like the best drawer that we ever had. Even better than the Patels that draw for me sometimes on Fiverr. Okay, given information, we know we're going up 8.14 inches. I am gonna not be lazy and do a red line in a minute, but I'm gonna draw a line straight out. This I actually do want this line to be straight too. I'm gonna draw like a 12 inch 180 degree line, and I'm gonna color it red, because red just appeals to me for what I'm doing right now. Okay. Actually, red matches something that I'm looking at on my screen right now, too. Okay. Let's see. And I'm going to do another one of these lines right here. And I'm going to go up 8 1/4. Now, I'm going to warn you. Like, get on your TikTok and everything, because I might have to jump around on this, and I have never done this part before. And who knows? I've had a long day. I might just jack this all up. Okay, so we're gonna draw. I don't need this blue rectangle. We are drawing a line from here to there. Not until you could go get on TikTok and watch me learn this real fast. You won't be able to get on TikTok. You're going to have to show me how to use TikTok. Okay, so that's looking pretty accurate. Okay, I'm gonna go down 0.26. Because we got to mimic what we just did over there. So we're going to do 0.26 and 270 degrees. And we're going to take this and see. Holy smokes, that's not too bad. You got a perfect little angle there. We got to do that again on the bottom though. I don't know how I'm going to get that right. Now this is where I got to jump around. No, I'm going to jump around for a little bit. I got to take some measurements here. We had a 162.78 degree angle. I'm going to do a local snap. Okay, so I'm going to try this. I hope this works. You watch me and then you try it so you don't waste a bunch of time. We're 162.78. I'm gonna local snap. I'm gonna local snap intersection into this. I'm gonna try to get a 162.78 degree line. Local snap, not near the sun graphic, darn it. Local snap intersection. No, I guess it will be near the sun graphic. Okay. Try to get a 162.78. So I'm zooming way in. 162. Oh, we got a long ways to go. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to zoom on in so I can make sure to get it a precise 162.78. When I get it there, I let go of my mouse and it changed to 79. I could tab and do it, but we don't know exactly the length. Alright, zoom out. Those look like they're in line. Okay. Alright. So now we're going to do a 0.26 tall. 0.26. 90 degrees. Now I told you you could have a break and we're doing this right, so you don't get a break. Alright. Snap into that. I'm seeing too many distractions here. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this red, because I don't need it no more. Now I did do 0.26, but... Okay, there we go. Now that I got rid of the red, it's starting to come together and look good now. Okay. I'm excited. This is exciting. Okay. Not much. Yeah, I don't know. To me, that don't look. That kind of looks like it's smaller down here than right here. Let me measure here. That's 0.28. I guess where we angled it. Okay. So let's delete that bottom one, delete that one, delete the top one, delete that one. Alright. I'm going to see again, because that here down needs to be the same length, 0.28, and angle. So we're at 0.28 and a 250 degree angle, okay? 0.28, 250 degrees. Wait a minute. Start down. 0.28, 250 degrees. Okay. Alright, now we gotta look at this one. We are 0.28 and 70 degrees. Okay. So I'm gonna go. It started upwards. 0.28 and 70 degrees. Let's see what that does. I hope it don't look like I drawed little knives, little sharp knives on the end again, and it don't. It looks pretty good. Okay, I need to check one thing here. Alright, and that's just saw it off. So theoretically, we gotta saw it off too. So to saw it off, okay. It is same degrees of line as that. I gotta check this and see what degrees this is. Again, that's 70 degrees. Okay, so this one's already heading in the direction of 70 degrees. But now wait a minute. Okay, this is where you're gonna have to wait on me, because I have to check something and make sure I'm accurate about something. And I'm gonna do a rectangle. So this is where you gotta wait on me. I mean, this is like, you know, you gotta figure this stuff out kind of as you go when you ain't never done it before. So we got 8 1/4 from the ground up to there. Uh-oh. Oh, Lordy. Sure didn't happen the right way. That didn't happen how I planned it to. Alright. I'm going to remeasure this. I'm going to write this down. You're going to have to do some deletion with me here too. Sorry. I'm going to remeasure this and write this down. That's 250 degrees, 0.28. 0.28, 250 degrees. Alright. Well, we're just figuring out a big project here. Okay, so I'm going to draw a rectangle. 8.25. Okay. Draw a rectangle. Now, you need to be doing this with me. 8.25. So we actually need to snap it over here. I was trying to show you where without making you dizzy. You need to snap it right there. I'll zoom in and show you. So we snapped it on this end right here. But then we tabbed down and we made it 8.25 high. Okay? And alright. I gotta delete this top and this bottom. And I gotta do a single line. And I gotta go down to that. Darn it. See, that's why I hate temporary lines, because it's gotta be a black line. Now, I've got to go. This is so hard to figure out. It is so hard to figure out. I gotta go from here. And, wait a minute. Let's try measure this angle first. What angle is this? This is 162.48. Well, that's what the heck we were doing to begin with. 162.48. Okay. Local snap, nearest on the graphic, 162.48. Why did I delete that? I think that was what we were doing a minute ago, but I don't know. Like something, it wasn't high enough for some reason. Okay, now all freaking lines are going to be red for the rest of my life because I drew one red line. Okay, so what you have to do to get this correct is once you get these bottom ones drawn, you got to start with a rectangle right here in this corner at the bottom, and you've got to go 8.25 high, and you've got to come out with that rectangle and make that rectangle touch this corner. And it's got to be 8.25 high. Then you got to redraw them top legs if that top leg ain't meeting into that rectangle. And so that looks fine right there. Our angle ain't necessarily the same here. Heck, we're going straight up and down right there. That's what we need to be doing over here. Oh boy. I'm gonna draw any old line straight up and down. I'm gonna delete that top one. I'm gonna come right here. I'm gonna draw it out. I gotta get ahead of myself again. I gotta see what my angle was. 162.48. I had 162.79. What the hell? Whatever. It's gonna be close enough. I'm gonna start over here. 162.79. And I'm gonna do it longer. I don't care what length, because I'm about to split it anyways. Or whatever you call that. Not that. I'm telling you, I'm struggling with this. It's the first time I've ever done it. That's what I told you when you when you started doing them with me, don't worry about learning slow, because I don't know what I'm doing either. Alright, split. We're going to split this line. And we're going to split it at this line. Oh, wait a minute. I did the wrong one to split it. Lord mercy. Escape. Okay. Get my regular mouse pointer. Modify, split. And we're splitting this line. And why in the heck can't I split it at this up and down? I don't know. It ain't doing it. Alright. Huh. Oh. Okay. You're gonna kill me in a minute. You're gonna get so bored with me. Local snap. Intersection. You gotta draw another any old line. Sorry. Alright. Modify. Split. And you probably found better ways to do this. I'm gonna tell you, I had a rough day today. And I'm always having to do this, and so I splitted it right there. I'm always having to do these drawings on a day that I had a bad day. It's been terrible. Delete that one. That wasn't the any old line we should have drawn. Anyways, okay. We want to make absolute sure that this up and down line that we draw is 270 degrees. And it's not. So, let's go the longer one. It's up at the top. Let's do. Let's go down. I'm going to try to get. I hate that pink stuff. I don't know why that comes up there. I wish we could get rid of it and like disable it or something. I've connected that. See that that diamond up there beyond all that pink stuff, and I'm just gonna tab 90 because we want that perfect 90. Now maybe I can maybe I multiply and split. Oh, I gotta draw a crosshair through it though. Local snap, intersection. Local snap, intersection. Okay, why not? Well, let me intersect it. Escape. Shoot. I'm drawing a line. I don't know what's going on with this thing. It's all jacked up. It's drawing lines where I don't want them. It's 11 o'clock. I'm getting tired. Is what it is. Modify. I'm going to try to finish this before, at least part 1, before I get sleepy though. I don't do any good when I'm working so hard. Like during the day, and then I had all this mess today that I had to do, and I'm trying to get this because I don't want you to like being without work. Intersection. Okay, there we go. Just a crazy line here, just to give us a reference point. Now, this is how we're gonna fix it if we ain't got a perfect angle. Modify. Split. We're going to split that one down at our line. We're going to do a modify, split. We're going to split that one, this one, down at our line. I zoomed out to show you where we were. I'm going to take out the little crosshair line and take those out. Now, we should be able, I hope, and it's already not looking right to my naked eye. Yeah, we were able to draw a straight up and down line from corner to corner. Thank God we've got this side view done. as I'm zooming out, man, I'm looking here and something just don't look right. But I'm zoomed at this angle and it looks fine. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to nitpick it because it's fine. It's fine. I feel like those look like knives. Like, kind of were smaller here and bigger there, but I think it's just an optical illusion when we're zoomed out, and I'm not going to worry about it, and I'm not going to stress. Now we got another little piece that we need to draw, and I got to pull that up and see what it looks like here. And then we're going to be done with this side view, and I'm going to be letting you work on it. I don't know, that don't look like the picture, but he went out and measured one the other day, and he said that was what it was, what it was, what it was, so. Yeah, I mean, that's what it has to be. It just looks like it's tapered out more. The picture is older though. They may have made them a little differently then. But we got to draw another little piece up here. And that piece isn't even in the pictures. So that tells me that that's not how they were making them back then. So I got to draw this little piece. I'm going to go to tank supports. And it ain't on tank supports either. Well, I don't think there is a little piece to draw. It just comes up and out. Okay. Well, I think that's fine. Alright. I'm going to see if I can get this in. If I get too tired, I'm going to quit and say to be continued part 2. But I think I can do it because it looks like it's really easy. And I want to get this all done so you can get some things complete. Alright. Okay. Alright. So, our given information here is that we are a total of 4 inches high off the bottom of these, and we are no wider. We're the same. Well, we're a little tiny bit wider. No, we're not. We're the same. I will go back and look at this other one just to see, make sure we're no wider. I run pictures here. I bet you get tired of me jumping around. I jump around everywhere. Yeah, we're a tiny bit wider. Okay. What do I want to do? I can't tell if we're wider there or if that's a weld. I think that's a weld. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a weld. I don't think that's no wider. Alright. So we're not going to draw an eye shape because you can't see that eye shape when it's tapered. You're just going to see something flat down there. So we're just going to draw something flat to depict that, and the width is 2.66. And that don't make no sense to me because we're sticking that under a... I'm going to double check that. I got something here I can double check that on too. I got my steel book. Is it 2.66? Looking for C. Yep, it's 2.663. Okay. So, take a box. And we're going to go 4. This is going to be easier, I promise, 2.663 by 4. Boom. Because when that beam tapers up, all you see is a piece of metal. And that is 4 high. 2.663 on size A, 4 on size B. That is all you see. And so this is a frontal view, a 2D frontal view. And now we have to draw a bar across it. And this is crazy how easy. And I thought I was going to get tired and go to bed. So, we're going to start with a rectangle. We're going to go to this corner to that corner, and we're not going to have any height just to measure. So, we're 42 inches, and we're going to pull up. We're going to go 42, what we just measured, by 3. Okay. Now, for this, we're going to Properties, Brush, White, buy a pen, white, no, okay. Oh, look at that. We got a skid tank drawn. Look at that. Now we gotta do a little bit of dimensions. We're really getting it tonight. Get it, mark it. Okay. Man, these dang videos are public. Somebody's gonna come on here and listening to me. Because I got them public where you can look at them. That's gonna be embarrassing. So yeah. Besides my husband sees, I don't care if my husband sees it. He hears me sing all the time. Okay. I'm gonna just peep at something here how we did. I want to be real consistent in how we're doing these labels. Oh, that was a leg. Hang on. Hang on, I gotta look at something. Okay, so we're going to draw a line, a single line. Okay, we're going to do some invisible lines here, okay? Well, we're going to do, I don't know, maybe we should just do a rectangle, an invisible rectangle. That might make our lives faster, maybe. Let's go down here and connect it at the bottom of this, a rectangle. And let's run back here and connect it at the back corner of that tank, the outer tank. And we're gonna do dimension smart. Hang on a minute. I want to look at something. Dimension smart. And we're pulling that down. What in the world? You scared me to death. I'm recording a video. And I heard something jingle. I'm up to the end of it right now. I'll be to bed in a minute. We're going to do the length at 10 inches. No. I want to do it a little longer because we're a little longer up here. Just pull that down to where you think it looks consistent. And then our font is 1.5 inches. And so I'm going to do 1.5 with our font txt.sh. Now that rectangle that we just drawn, just go up here and make it invisible. And so now you got that dimension right there. And you could even, if you don't like how that's touching but that's not touching, you can just draw a little line right there. And that'll be fine. And that way it's consistent. See, it's touching over here. You can make it touch. I don't know how the others looked. I gotta look here and see. Yeah, the others are touching. That'd be okay. As long as it's consistent on that drawing. Okay. So now we're going to do a line. And we're going to come over. And we're going to do dimension, smart. See how I kind of went over there to that and I made that pink all the way across there. Boom, boom. It made them the same size. So that's how you can get them to be the same size when you do them. And that's a quick way to do that. Okay. And what is our font here? 1.5. That don't look 1.5 to me. I'm gonna shift select them both, do 1.5 enter. And so there is how you draw your HDSKID. And don't forget to save. Oh wait, we did left an important step out. This line here, we gotta make it invisible. Boom, there we go. Finished product there. That's all we have to do. And so you'll do that for all the sizes that I told you, and that'll give you a little more work to do this week. I'll be back with another video tomorrow.